I haven't slept in days. I've taken to drinking. I can't believe someone could be so underhanded as to cheat, to steal my championship of television. I haven't even watched television in hours. I can't. It brings back too many hard memories. How could you do this to me, Rick? Well, I've made a decision. Until you give me back my championship of television, I will not be returning to any show that you are on. And you know what? Christmas is off next year, and the year after, and the year after, and every year going forward until you give it back. You know what? All holidays are off. And I'm just going to sit here and wait for you to do the right thing. Cheating to win. Disgusting.
And welcome to another edition of RCW Spotlight. I am your host, the RCW Global Television Champion, your role model, Ric Lieb. And with me as always, he is the real Don of professional wrestling. Can I just say that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because obviously Frankie's not here. You know, he's the manager of champions. And of course, he is the star of the show. Ken Cerminara, the Sicilian Beast.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. You happen to catch the show this past Thursday?
I did on this past Thursday, and tell the folks at home what happened.
Well, what happened was I had a talk with my good friend. Now, you know what? We'll save it for the middle segment.
If you want to save it, you save it.
Save it for after the commercial break. We'll talk about that in a minute. Just know this. Frankie isn't here. Frankie doesn't want to be here.
Frankie does not want to be here.
No, Frankie don't want to be here.
Why would Frankie not want to be here?
Oh, because he thinks I stole his belt. And
You stole a belt.
he said he's not going to come back until I give him his belt back. Give him his belt back.
Just give it to him.
Yeah, just give him it.
I would not.
No, I'm not. I most certainly am not.
I'm not. I agree with you, but I'm not siding with you. If you understand?
No.
There's
I
a
know.
clear difference.
There is. I know.
Right.
And I agree with you for agreeing with me. You know? Yeah, I know. What the heck?
Okay.
Yes. New Rubber City Wrestling Global Television Champion. Unlike Frankie, I'm allowing you to touch this.
It's a nice piece of work.
Isn't it?
Good craftsmanship, right? Look at that. Would you look at that?
So what you been up to? Do you have a good holiday?
I had a pretty good holiday.
We didn't talk about it last week when
Everything went well, and
right.
saw who we needed to see, and didn't see who we didn't need to see.
NFL playoffs start this week.
Playoffs?
People are going to start thinking I'm feeding you stuff because you do that to me all the time.
You wouldn't do that, would you?
No, I would not, because I don't want you to outshine me, of course.
Well, that's hard. But go ahead.
All right. But yes, the NFL playoffs are starting. Our Steelers are in it, so that's a good thing.
That's it.
But
they're going to do better than people think they're going to do.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. But yeah, we got a good show lined up. We get to talk about me, and then after that, we're gonna take your questions, and we're bringing in something that I think you guys will like, and it'll be questions about. I'll explain that later. Tell you what, we're gonna go ahead and take a commercial break. When we come back, We're talking about me. See you in 2 minutes, 2 seconds.
Are you looking for a job? I mean, seriously, do you want a job? Then get a hold of ASAP Staffing. ASAP Staffing is located in Barberton, Ohio, 165 2nd Street Northwest. Phone number is 330-203-3106. RCW Rubber City Wrestling.
Allow me to beg your indulgence for one moment.
This is the fallen angel, Christopher Daniel.
The Mick Foley.
And you are watching
RCW Wrestling from the Rubber City.
Rubber City Wrestling.
Real pro wrestling.
Not the flippy stuff.
Have a nice day. Yeah.
Catch RCW Spotlight Sundays and RCW Global Thursdays only on the RCW Network on YouTube.
Welcome back to RCW Spotlight. Our guest today is my new RCW Global Television Champion. Ship. I said champion. Anyway,
Tell him about how you won that.
I just realized not only did you got me an Old English 800, which you know I love,
Because
and it's opened for me. What is going on here?
service with a smile. Now that he's a champion again, I figured, let's get him what he likes.
Right.
There it is, right there. The Old English, right there.
Right. That's mighty nice of you.
Is he touched or what?
I
Touched
think,
up a little bit.
I think somebody wants something. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. Anyway, yeah. So, what had happened this past Thursday? If you missed RCW Global, and if you missed it, you better go and watch it in the archive. What had happened was Frankie Adelini, who had been wrestling mid-card and lower wrestlers the past year. Well, Mr. Wrestling, I'll give him that, but he hasn't been nice shots.
Shots to celebrate this championship with figuring that now that you're a champ, and we're sort of almost co-workers, if you will.
No, we are. I mean,
Yeah,
we're here.
Absolutely. And figure I got my guys
Yeah.
And-
TV title right there.
with the TV title and whatnot.
The heavyweight champion, yeah.
But
Which I still want.
so maybe you can give one of these deserving young men a shot. The boys need the work.
I knew there was something behind this. Hey, I'm not ducking anybody. So if one of the boys need to work, let's see what they let's get them up here.
See? So let's celebrate this by having a shot. One shot, Dr. Boombox. Just
There you go. All right, but anyway, as we were talking about, so Frankie somehow kept on talking Tony T into letting him wrestle these mass wrestlers that were. I get the mask thing. For any man that wears a mask is a crook anyway. I mean, masks are worn to rob places, and apparently nowadays to prevent COVID, and to hide ugly faces. Correct?
No, absolutely.
What are you peeing?
No, there's something going on under there, but don't worry about it.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway, so yeah. So I'm not a fan of mass wrestlers either. I mean, I think they're ridiculous. But Frankie was wrestling all these masked wrestlers, and then he went from good masked wrestlers like Katana Natana and, of course, Mr. Wrestling to
Does this make me a masked wrestler?
You wish. I'm not the one wrestling the masked wrestlers. And so he's wrestling these masked wrestlers, and then he wrestles on the list. What is that floating in the air? Not Katana Natana, but Little Italy.
Little Italy.
Now, no offense, I'm not trying to say anything bad about Little Italy. Hell, he's one of my best friends now.
He's a hard-working Goomba.
He is, but the problem is he's very new. He's only been wrestling for about a year. If that, I don't even think it's been a year. He's never won a match.
Never.
And he knows it. I mean, he's not in denial about it.
He wins one more. He ties Nick the Golden Greek.
There you go.
Yeah.
Who has one win.
That's-
So he's never won a match. And the truth is he's never had a payday. So what I did, out of the kindness of my heart,
boom, boom, boom.
since he knew he wasn't going to win, and I knew he wasn't going to win, I said, look, reached into my suit pocket, pulled out a wad of hundreds, and I told him, I'll give you 10 of these to wear your mask tonight and wrestle Frankie. And he's like, $1,000? Well, I don't know what that he said. He speaks really weird, broken English, but more or less, the moral of the story is, I gave him $1,000.
A grand.
A grand. I know.
One large.
Well, usually it's $5,000-$10,000 to get something like that, but he knew he wasn't going to get a payday, and he knew he wasn't getting, so he got a payday, and not a candy bar either. And so I gave him $1,000. He gives me the mask, and he leaves. And so I put the mask on. Of course, Frankie knows my tattoos. Obviously, everybody knows my tattoo. And so I put the shirt on, and I wrestled him. And the second he noticed it was me, I hit him with the 4H.
That was...
You didn't watch it, did you?
I might have saw it.
Okay. All right, good. Good man. Anyway, so yes. And then long story short, I am now your TV champion because I took the mask off instantly. That way people knew it was me.
That's true.
Right. Now, had I, and this is what Tony T made sure to tell me, he's like, look, I get what you're doing. I'll approve you doing it because I approved him doing it. You know, I like both you guys. So what Tony T let me do is, or told me, he's like, but if you walk out of that ring with the mask still on and the belt, you don't win. Little Italy becomes a champion. Because you win the belt for him. So I had to take the mask off while in the ring. More or less, basically, what I did is I pulled what Rogue did to me. Your boy.
He wouldn't do something like that.
No, he did do that to me. That's how he got the RCW Heavyweight Championship match.
A little sneaky, but you know I understand what you did.
Right. Exactly. He's being nice to me again. And then the shots.
Let's celebrate your championship here.
All right, salute.
Bottoms up.
Oh, that's good.
Ooh, wow.
I think you know what?
I buy the best stuff for this place.
It's a grog, which I love. Anyway, shots of like hard liquor is the only thing where you make the worst face, like and then you're like, oh, that's good.
Sell job.
Any other thing in life, if you make that weird face, it ain't good.
No.
So anyway,
never mind. Go ahead.
Anyway, long story short, new television champion, global television champion. That technically, wouldn't that make me just the global champion, the global heavyweight champion? I think it would.
Are you saying you got the whole world in your hands?
I'm saying this. You're being nice to me. I'm being nice back. Because the truth is, this is a stepping stone also for Rogue's belt. And you know it and I know it. And you're not going to get out of that one. But yes, I'd be more than willing to put this up against any of your guys. But you make sure that Rogue knows there's a new champion.
I would like to say that would be my 11th championship as a manager. I'm ready for it.
Okay, that's great. You are the manager of champions.
11 champions.
Wait, no, I'm not going to let you manage me.
No.
Because no one's going to
The guy who beat you will be. But
No.
But enjoy it while it lasts. Because glory is fleeting, you know.
I will enjoy
Somebody
it.
told me that.
I will enjoy it.
All right.
So, okay. Anyway, we're going to go ahead, take another commercial break. But when we come back, we're introducing a new segment. Something I think that any of the old school Pro Wrestling Weekly fans of mine will enjoy.
Studio Wrestling is back. RCW, Rubber City Wrestling, is now RCW Global. RCW Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on the RCW Network on YouTube. Would you like to see your commercial aired on both RCW Spotlight and RCW Global? Contact us on social media at facebook.com/Rubber City Wrestling, Instagram at Rubber City Wrestling, or email us at the RCW Network at gmail.com.
Welcome back to RCW Spotlight. All right, fans, it's that time of the day. You have questions, we have answers. Now, if you would like for us to read your question on the air and even answer it, no matter how stupid it might be, please feel free to write us at facebook.com/RCW Spotlight. Now, here's the deal. We've got a new thing going on here, and we'll see if you like it. This is for your old PWW fans, because I know that a lot of them would enjoy this, and it's kind of probably the reason why the producers have asked us to bring it back. The throughout the year, we've had questions that the producers deemed not to use. They didn't want them, they threw them away, I don't know. Call it what you want. With these questions, the reason why the producers threw it away is A, some of them were just rude comments, which I don't like. And B, they're afraid that I'm going to say something to scare away our sponsors. Apparently, sponsors gave him the green light. Let him be him. So, we are now allowed to air these questions. Now, the first one, I got it written down here, so let me see it. The first one is from Doug in Missouri. So apparently he's not even in here. Didn't even say where at Missouri, just said Missouri. That's a big... You own the whole state, Doug? Doug said, Rick, you're bald. I know, right? Apparently, because I'm thinning up here, which I am. You're bald too, by the way.
I got a story about
this was before you...
Go ahead. Quick story about me being bald.
Tell your story.
So, this happened 15, 16 years ago. I ran into my high school sweetheart.
Nice.
No names, please. Okay? And the only thing she had to say was, "You lost a lot of hair." And I look at her, and her butt looks like they could measure first downs at Three Rivers Stadium or something. Yeah, it was just disgusting.
Did you tell her she gained a lot of weight? You lost a lot of hair. You gained a lot of weight. What'd you do, eat it?
Oh, man.
I would have accused her of eating the hair. I just would have. Anyway, so Doug, yes.
She ate something.
Yes, Doug, I am bald a little bit over here. I'm almost 50. But not nearly as bald as your mom's vajayjay, because I'll tell you what, she shaved that thing so well that, I mean, I literally could see my reflection on it after we waxed that bad boy. So tell her thank you, and I'll see her later on. Anyway, go right ahead, man.
I ain't touching that with a 10-foot pole, you know.
Hey, I tell you. You get no respect, man.
No respect at all. You kidding me?
You know, Rodney's one of my favorites.
I did. I saw at 21 years old, me and a bunch of buddies went to New York City for a weekend. We saw Rodney. We went to Radio City Music Hall. We saw the Steelers play the Jets at Shea Stadium, and we flew there for $99. Those were the days.
What year was
like
the Steelers?
74 or 5.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So that was right when we were starting to get a dynasty.
Yeah, they'd already. I think
that's
they
when we
already had
drafted.
won one.
No, well, 74 would have been
Like,
the
I
draft
said,
year.
well, I was 21. Let's do some math here. Boom, boom, boom. 75.
75.
Yep.
So they had just won the Super Bowl.
Right.
Nice.
Thanksgiving weekend.
Awesome. All right, go ahead. What are our questions?
This
from
first question.
the questions that have been approved, by the way.
Yes. This question comes from Denise Hart of Jacksonville, Florida. Ever watch Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling? Did you watch that?
No, I would not. I you got to understand. When I was watching, or when I was a kid watching professional wrestling, I enjoyed the National Wrestling Alliance. I enjoyed the AWA. I enjoyed World Class Championship Wrestling. The reason for these is because they were, and Texas All-Star Wrestling was good too. The reason for these is because the NWA territories, AWA territories, even World Class territories and stuff like that, they still had wrestling. I always, even as a kid, believe it or not, the second that Hulk Hogan won that belt, I always looked at WWF as cartoony.
It got flippy.
Yeah, and if I wanted to watch cartoons, I'd just wake up early on Saturday morning and watch cartoons. We didn't have the Cartoon Network back then.
You did not.
Right.
But
So
my one memory of it was my son, who was 6 or 7 at the time, would watch it all the time. And one day he decided to climb up on the couch and Superfly Snook off the top rope on his friend Raymond. Raymond's mom was mad.
I bet Raymond's mom was.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I never got into it. Now I know that a lot of people enjoyed it. They enjoyed the Mr. T one also. They also enjoyed Sergeant Slaughter being on Cobra Kai or
My favorite opponent.
or not Cobra Kai. Yes, that's right. You did wrestle him multiple times.
Many times, but probably about 12 times in one summer.
G.I. Joe, that's what it was called.
Eddies. Right.
But yeah, so I mean, no, unfortunately, I did not watch them because of the fact. I mean, if they would have had a Ric Flair cartoon, I would have watched.
Yeah, that'd be good. It'd be fun.
Right. Okay, so next question.
We got another question from Tim Proctor of Atlanta, Georgia.
You know, if you go like this. Never mind, it didn't work. I tried.
All right. Who was the face of the Attitude Era? Rock, Stone Cold, Triple H, or Jericho?
In my opinion, The Rock. Stone Cold or
Rock.
The Rock.
I say Rock with Stone Cold as a close runner-up.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. Stone Cold was the baby face. But in order for you to have a great baby face, you have to have a great heel. Like a lot of people, you know, and I'm using the words that the fans throw at us. In order to have a great good guy, you have to have a great
Right.
role breaker.
People want cowboys and Indians.
Right.
Heroes and villains.
Right.
But now, sometimes you watch wrestling, the one guy comes out, the place goes crazy. His opponent comes out, they go crazy.
Yeah.
What kind of Shakespearean theresis is that?
That's why I don't watch AEWs, because it's like...
Did I use the right word, theresis? I don't know.
Probably. I don't know. Do I look like a thesaurus? Oh, sorry, another big word.
Yeah.
The
$15 word here. How do you spell that again?
You
All right.
did not just write that down. What is wrong with this? Anyway, so yeah, I personally preferred The Rock. Now, people say that Hulk Hogan was the face of the '80s, but the truth is, in my opinion, it was always Roddy Piper for WWF. But the true face of professional wrestling has always been Ric Flair to me.
Piper. I went on the road with him once, and the day before.
Did you spell your name?
Good luck.
You said you went on the road. I'm just assuming you peed.
No, I went on the road, right. So anyway, the day before, I was talking to Jesse Ventura, and he says, "Oh, you're going with Piper tomorrow, Kenny." I said, "Yeah." He goes, "You know, he might ask you to stop for a brewski on the way home. He's quite the partier."
You sounded just like him.
I heard him enough.
Yeah.
And I always said, you know, he's a little different than the other boys. I
Smarter.
guess I nailed that one.
Yeah, he's a lot different.
Yeah.
I truth is, that's the man I want to run for president. I would vote for him.
Someday, maybe.
I would vote for him in a heartbeat. All right, next question.
All right, we have a question here from our favorite place in the world. You'll never guess.
Tuscaloosa?
Wyndham, Ohio.
Wyndham, Barry Wyndham, Ohio.
All right, Barry Wyndham, and this is Jeff States. That's his name. Ron Simmons played for the Browns. Goldberg played for the Falcons. Roman played for the Vikings, and so on. Who's the best wrestler in the NFL as an NFL player?
Okay.
So of all the guys that played in the NFL, who was the best wrestler? I definitely have my
Did
opinion.
Ron Simmons play for the Browns? I don't recall.
I
that.
don't
I'm gonna have to
remember
look
that.
one up. I don't either. Yeah, but I knew he played for Florida State, and The Rock played for Miami.
I saw him play in college, by the way, at Pitt Stadium.
Kurt Angle actually had a tryout with the Steelers, but he didn't make the even preseason squad. Same with Brock Lesnar had a tryout for the. Actually, I think he might have been on the practice squad for the
Vikings?
Minnesota Vikings. Yeah.
Vikings, yeah.
But the best wrestler, the one, when you think best wrestler, you got to think career. Now, as far as winning goes or popularity, Goldberg would probably be the guy. Mainly because of the fact that I'm not talking about wrestling ability.
Oh,
I'm saying,
well, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but he was WCW World Champion and I think WWE World Champion too, for that matter. So it's like you got Goldberg would be the guy as far as popularity maybe and stuff like that. I'm gonna say Big Cat Ernie Ladd.
Oh, there it is, right
Is that
there.
who you were going with?
Oh,
too?
I used to love when he goes, "Shut up!" Remember that?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
The Big Cat, Ernie Ladd. Here's the thing. Ernie Ladd not only could talk, he could wrestle. He was big, real big. I mean, he was tall. He was
Did you ever see him with Andre?
He was almost the same height.
Yeah, it was a great match.
Yeah, it was. And it's on YouTube, so you can watch it. But yeah, so my opinion, Big Cat, Ernie Ladd. As far as popularity goes, I don't know how your question really wanted to go. I would say Goldberg. What was your answer?
Ernie Ladd.
Oh, okay.
Hands down. Wahoo McDaniel's another close second.
Wahoo was great, and honestly, I would love to give it to him. But I think Ernie Ladd not only transcended things,
Oh, he did.
he just, I'm a heel guy. Wahoo played the baby, or the good guy. I'm a role breaker fan. What's up? Next.
All right, here comes a good one. From Gia Pemberton, Columbus, Ohio. If you could meet any wrestler who is dead, who would it be?
You answered this one first.
All right, in all my years, I never met Dusty Rhodes. I would love to meet him. Imagine he would know a lot, tell you a lot, and he'd be pretty entertaining at that.
Either Piper or Andre for me.
I met them both.
Yeah, you're lucky.
Sometimes I think how lucky I was.
Oh, I know. It's like I've met a lot of. I met Nick Bockwinkel. I met, I was friends with the Destroyer, like friends, family friends. We would go to their house. I met worked many shows with Jimmy Snuka, King Kong Bundy. It's
Chris.
like, yeah. I mean, it's like I've met a lot of these people. Even commentary like Lance Russell. I mean, dude, when he talked to me, I was listening to my childhood.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
So it's like, we're very lucky in this business because we get to meet our heroes, and sometimes not so lucky. Jerry Lawler's a dick, and in my reality, and in reality, or whatever I'm trying to say, I grew up. He was one of my favorite wrestlers. And so it really upset me that he was the way he was. Now, mind you, maybe I just caught him on a bad day, but I doubt it.
All right, we have time for one more. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. What did you think of Mucha Lucha when it was on? It taught kids about Lucha Libre and more loved the cartoon. Dominic Lusher from Garrettsville, Ohio.
I really never. I mean, they can understand. I'm an adult. I didn't watch Mucha Lucha. I know that it was good. My kids, I think, have watched it a few times.
They liked it. Is it still on?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I get it mixed up with PJ Masks. I mean, you got to understand. I don't watch cartoons.
The one thing I always wanted to do is go to a live wrestling show in Mexico.
Oh yeah.
And we were going to go there last summer, and you know what happened.
Yeah.
Everything got canceled, and Mexico got canceled, among other things. And if I ever go there, I'm going to definitely go see a show somewhere.
Yeah.
Whether it's in El Paso, Texas, or across the border, Tijuana, wherever.
Yes, I agree. I was asked to wrestle out there. I just
should have jumped on it.
Well, it's here's the thing, okay? It's they work the right side of the body.
But that's good for a lefty like me.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah,
but I'm a righty.
Yeah, I know.
And I just don't feel comfortable changing my style. Maybe one day. I mean, obviously I'm getting up there in age, but maybe one day. Anyway.
Nothing worse than hearing wrong arm, Rick.
Right, exactly. We're going to go ahead and take another commercial break. When we come back, oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait. We don't have a commercial break. We're done, aren't we?
This is it.
I'm so used to the commercials now.
Ring the bell, Angie.
Exactly. All right, we're going to go ahead and thank you for watching this week. Ken Cerminara. I am your role model, Ric Lieb, saying join us next week for another edition of RCW Spotlight.
Bye, bye, bye.
Hey guys, it's your role model, Ric Lieb. I want to thank you for watching the show. If you could do me a favor, go ahead and hit subscribe right down there, and it would help us a lot. I appreciate it. Thanks.